People, this is Val with This Is How You Do It, and I am going to be making some cheese sauce to go with my scalloped potatoes. I'm going to take about a spoon of butter, about a spoon or two. Now this butter is salted, so we're not going to need any salt or anything like that in this particular recipe. Trying to get this off. And we're going to melt our butter. And we're going to take probably, a spoon of flour or a spoon or two of flour and brown it as the butter starts to melt. We're going to make a roux. That's all that's really called, is a roux. Right now I'm just sitting here waiting on the butter to melt. Can you see that? I had to put my mic up to my equipment this time because my internal mic has went out. So I have an external mic hooked up to it. Make sure everything is in film. And we don't want to burn our butter, so we go get our flour out. Probably 2 spoons of flour. I'm cooking by sight, so I told you about 2 spoons. That's about right. And we're going to mix that up into a thickness, and it's already there. Now we're going to add a cup of milk. 1 cup of milk. And stir that. Now that roux, it's gonna thicken. When you get your grated cheese ready, you're gonna add about a cup of grated cheese and let that melt. And you can season to taste. You can add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. That's really up to you. Now we're trying to bring this back up to a boil. This is really quick. I've already peeled my potatoes and sliced them into thin slices. And then just place that down into your container and pour your cheese sauce over it. And also put cheese on it. Some cheese just to give it an extra texture. But you use your cheese sauce sort of to give it more flavor, I guess. I guess that's what you would call it. And I would say just grab your handful of this cheese, that's about a cup, and throw it in there like that. And start to melt it. And that's pretty much how cheese sauce is made. While that's doing that, I'm going to reach over here and get my potatoes and bring them over there to you guys. I had them soaking in water so they would not turn brown. That's what I'm doing now, pouring off the water. Here are my potatoes. Everything back out the way. Check this deal out right here. I'm going to move this to one side. Turn my flame off because I'm going to put this in the oven. I'm not going to cook it on top of the stove, which I love cooking on top of the stove. But this is my container. This is a dish that I cook in quite a bit. And I'm just gonna place the potatoes down on that. I didn't think I had to show you how to cut up a potato. I'm pretty much, you probably got that down pat, or how to cut and slice a potato into these little squares. Now, salt and pepper. I will be using some, I like garlic. I'm just going to use garlic salt because this is a salt, and then I like the garlic. Put the garlic flavor in it. That's my preference. Now, you can just use plain salt, sea salt. We have some pink salt, but that's up to you what kind of salt you use. If you use it, any salt. Excuse me. Now you take your cheese sauce and pour over that. Now this cheese sauce you can use even in macaroni and cheese. But even when you do your macaroni and cheese, you always save a little cheese to place over your deal. I always do a little bit like that anyway, you know, that just helps. Now we're going to put some more of these potatoes on here. Now I would think you'll probably need 4 potatoes. I cut up a little bit more, because when you make something like this, it goes fast. So you'll end up thinking, well, maybe I ought to make another batch of that. That was so good, you know. And when you put this in your oven, put it on a cookie sheet or line your rack with some foil or something like that to catch anything that may drip out, because you don't know about the cheese sauces, whether it would drip out or not. Look how wonderful that looks. Well, you say, Val, you ain't got it on everything. Well, it will bubble up on everything, y'all. It will. And not only that, you still gonna lay some cheese on top of the part that didn't get hit. Now, I could have made a little bit of extra sauce. That's probably what should have been done. But season each layer. Season each layer, baby. Now, let's go in here with some more cheese. The sauce give it the creaminess. Now, we're going to put this in the oven and let it bake for about 35-45 minutes. You know, check it every once in a while and make sure it's doing it the way you want it to be done. And once it's brown on top, like macaroni and cheese be brown on top, that's when you take it out. You get us about 3 layers of this deal right here. And when you take it out, put some aluminum foil on it in case it get crusty or kind of hard from the cheese getting solid. You cover it with some aluminum foil to moisten it back up. So when you cut into it, it would be gooey and ooey, cheesy. Now I'm telling you the steps ahead of time, trying to make this a quick and easy, quick and easy, quick and easy. Oh, it smells so good. If you need to make some more cheese sauce, you do that. But I don't think it's necessary. That's just a step I put on it without it needing that, because usually you just use cheese. If you don't know how to make a cheese sauce, which I just showed you how, you can just do it with cheese. Each layer of cheese and some milk. And stick it in the oven. But I showed you how to melt the milk. Melt the cheese with the milk and thicken it. Now I'm going to pop this in the oven. And hopefully, when I show this to you again, it'll look like something. Now I'm going to garnish this with cheese all on each potato. I know it's going to melt. And if you like cheese the way I like cheese, you're going to do due diligence and put it on there, right? Right. You're going to do what it takes to get it good. Push these on here so none of that will fall into the oven. as it cooks. Isn't that beautiful? Now, check back with you later, and then you'll see what the deal is. Since I have some potatoes left over, excuse me, I'm going to make a smaller dish. Let me get my cheese out. And pour this over it. I did make some more cheese sauce. And if you wanted to make some more cheese sauce and have a lot of cheese sauce on it, what you do is just add an extra cup of milk to what I already showed you. And you'll be just fine. I did cut up quite a few potatoes. But if you want a personalized dish, like this personalized dish, I can probably eat on my eating channel, which is in the description box. I have an eating channel called Tasty Sensations, and this would be a perfect one just for me on that channel. Perfect. You see I put that on right then, but it doesn't matter. Pour some more sauce on it. Like I said, I used 2 cups of milk this time instead of 1. And that's why I have so much sauce left over. That's pretty much up to you how you do it. And that's my 3rd layer. Set it to the side. Pour this sauce over it. I just wanted to show you what I did with the extra potatoes that was left over. Made a smaller one. And this is really cheesy and gooey. And I do really have enough sauce for this particular dish also, which is great. And you top with your cheese for browning. To have that bubbly brown look to it. I did not put more cheese in between because of so much cheese sauce. I hope you did notice that part. But on the other one, I put cheese between each layer to help out with the shortness of the sauce. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're watching this. Hit that like button if you like what you've seen. And that's just to show you that you can switch up a recipe and let it fit your needs also. This is the way your scalloped potatoes looks when they come out of the oven. Now, I take this cover here and cover it to soften the cheese that's on top of it. The heat from the your hot dish is going to soften that cheese on top, and that's going to cause it to be kind of gooey. And I'll show you the next one that comes out of the oven. This is my second one, fresh out of the oven. Still piping hot around the edge, it's still bubbling. I think the cheese is not too firm because of the sauce, because it's pliable. And I'm going to leave that just like that. And this is there, but this is how you do it on cooking. I guess I'll put this one over here for a thumbnail. Scalloped potatoes. And I see all you beautiful people in the next video. Bye bye now.